And so, the final hour is upon us, the bell about to toll. Where, you may ask, have we ended up? Convinced of the soul's unreality, reduced to mere flesh and bone, anguished by the nothingness that awaits us all, stripped naked of hope, howling into the void. Though this may be our metaphysical lot, I hope it does not describe your experience tomorrow on the exam. But until that time comes, enjoy the sunshine. Gather ye rosebuds, carpe your diems.
Do you really think death is nothing to be afraid of?
Oh, a straggler. The prospect of escaping early held no appeal.
I don't see how you ever proved it.
My apologies. What was I trying to prove?
That it's irrational to fear death.
Well, if you took me for a partisan, you were misinformed. We simply followed the discussions where they led.
But that's where they all led. Everybody's wrong, fears a mistake, at least the readings you assigned.
Which is perhaps worth reflecting on. Good luck studying.
Professor, I can't write the exam.
Dare I ask why?
I think I might be dying.
I'm sorry? If you're not feeling well, you'll need to petition the registrar and ask for a deferral.
That's not what I mean. I think I might be dying right now. It's hard to explain. I'm lying on the floor. The class was almost over. I started feeling dizzy. I couldn't breathe. And you're not over there. Everybody's still here. I fell over.
And yet, here you stand. Only, if I understand this game, you're not where you are, and I'm not where I am. So where exactly do you propose this is? Say it, the afterlife? God forbid.
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to... You knew my name. I never spoke. There was something in the unit on personal identity. How long did you say the brain functions? After the heart stops, I mean, with no oxygen.
7 minutes, roughly.
What if this is that? I mean, what if that's where I am?
So then this is all in your head, myself included. Well, I've got to hand it to you, Zaid. Teachers hear all kinds of far-fetched excuses during exam season, and philosophy teachers endure plenty of young solipsis, but this is a career first. Congratulations, bravo. And I hesitate to even say this, but I'm assuming this is some kind of a stunt. But if you're serious, you really need to make an appointment to see a counselor. Do you understand me?
Fine, sure. But you mentioned something about the afterlife, that this could be some kind of afterlife.
No.
Because if this was, then that would mean that I have a soul. Which would mean that death is okay. That would mean fear would be irrational, like you said.
Like I said? That is a position I discussed, but on completely different grounds. Nothing to do with the soul. If you believe in the soul and reject the finality of death, then congratulations. You managed to make death less frightening, but by completely denying the obvious.
Yeah, but what if it's not obvious? Like death isn't final. Couldn't the afterlife and the soul explain that?
Well, doubtless it could. I mean, how else can one explain in a class about death a student who apparently believes that they're dead? Well, the student thinks it would be cute to stage some kind of thought experiment, or the student has devised an ingenious method for getting the professor to review course material for him on the eve of the final exam.
But why are those the only options? Isn't it possible that this could be maybe not heaven or hell or whatever, but some kind of reality that would mean I'm not gonna just disappear?
Well, it's logically possible that souls abound and you are one and I am God knows what. But every argument for the soul and life after death takes a technical possibility and rounds that up to a plausibility where there are always less dubious explanations.
Like that this is in my head. The brain thing.
Well, I would count that among the dubious explanations, although we Figments have a vested interest.
So if I'm dying, what was the argument again? The one about not being afraid. I need to know now.
Aha. So the truth comes out. You are fishing for the answer key. Goodbye, Zaid.
No! 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 Where I am, death is not where I am.
When we are, death is not come. And when death is come, we are not. Epicurus. Which means what?
That I shouldn't be scared to die.
Why?
I don't know, I can't remember.
For something to be feared, it must be something we'll experience. But death is the end of all experience. Death is not an event in life, if you recall. Listen to me. I'm doing your work for you.
To fear death is to expect I'll still be there somehow to see it.
Yes, okay. You're assuming that you'll go on existing as a witness to your own absence. So fearing death is failing to really confront it.
Then how am I supposed to confront it?
Well, as you know, that's one of the questions that might be on the exam.
No! How am I supposed to confront it?
Oh, for God's sake,
You think it's comforting that when I'm dead, I'm just nothing and nowhere? That's exactly what I'm afraid of. The whole absence, everything vanishing.
Wait, nobody's vanishing.
So, what do you want me to do? Just give nothingness a big fucking hug? No. How am I supposed to feel when I'm dying? Just tell me, hurry!
There isn't one single answer to that. You might feel grateful in the face of death. I mean, after all, the alternative, living forever, wouldn't be actually desirable, would it?
So grateful. I'm not grateful. I'm so scared. Please, just tell me I'm gonna keep going somehow. Tell me I'm gonna keep going.
I can't.
Oh, God. Where am I going? Where am I going?